Welcome to tonight's program. People are normal and a giant new Wednesday to us all. Well, thus far, New Year's, this is the 17th of January. January almost gone already. Time goes so fast. Another month? When February we get here, we'll say springtime is next month. So right now, it's time to get ready for springtime because it's almost here. Time seems to go fast. We're talking about time going fast. Say the older you get, the faster time goes. Because you're older and you're bigger, the smaller you are, seems like the slower time goes. But when you get bigger and bigger and bigger, it seems to go fast. So that's the way it worked. When I heard this on the radio. I listen to radio. I listen to all that good stuff. Okay, so Hardy, I hope everything is all right with you. I want, I need and stuff like that. So I hope that some of the things that you need and that you want, that you have them or you're working on it, and you plan on getting the things that you really want to have, and that's a good thing. That's very good. Okay, what's in the news? Well, I was listening. Like I say, I listen to the radio all the time. When I go home and I go to bed, turn on my radio, and just listen. Autonomous cars. Yeah, that's in the news. And things, like I said, things go fast. Things go fast. Time goes fast. Autonomous cars. Cars that needs no driver. Drive themselves. You get in your car knows where to go, etc., etc., etc. All you got to do is sit there. Oh man, that's a trip. I mean, you're talking about a trip. A real trip is in one of those autonomous cars. Ain't nobody driving and you sitting there. I say, boom, that's messed up, man. Let me tell you. Look, there's a joke, about this guy. He bought one of them autonomous cars, nice. So everybody in the neighborhood say, wow, he got one of them cars that drive by itself. He can't on. He gets in the car one day, take me to work. Car driving, all of a sudden the car goes someplace else. And then, he knows what the route is, always go on the same route all the time. But this particular time it didn't. It went someplace else. Hey, so the dude say, hey, where you going? Stop this car. He say, you think we are dummies or something? Dummies. Hey man, believe me, those cars are smart. They're not dummies, man, I don't know where the car took the dude. That probably nobody never heard from him again. But that's the way that stuff goes. Autonomous cars, that's in the news. If you buy one, be careful. Know who it is driving. Or, you could be like my guy right there. Okay, now, whoa. Now the next thing on our list of things to do tonight is Wow, I really feel nice tonight. Good things are going to happen. That's what I think. I think good things are going to happen. Now, okay, Furman, what is new with the lovely and wonderful actress and film director and producer? What is going on with her today? Hello, everybody. Well, Miss Neha appeared. I've been keeping up with her. I've been, reading some things about her. One of the things that are happening with her, and she got the news. You know, she had this. She was doing hosting a show called Neha, No Filter Neha. Excuse me, I get that mixed up sometimes. But she has a TV talk show, BFFs. It's on Colors Infinity every Saturday at 8 p.m. And it starts this Saturday, January 20th. And so if you could tune in and see it. I saw a streamer of this show. It is nice. They do, they really have a good time, and very interesting, and very humorous. So tune in, and she's doing a lot of things. So actually, she's doing well. She's doing real good. Alrighty, glad to hear that. Glad to hear she's doing. Hello, Neha. Hello, everybody, and wish everybody have a happy time. I saw Mr. Karen Johar. He was on the show, so everybody seems to be having a wonderful time, and that's what's important. As long as people are having a wonderful time together, and friends are good to have. Believe me, they're good to have, and so forth. So congratulations on the new talk show. Okay, tonight's show is about the philosophy. We be talking about me, myself, and I. And we're going to talk about the philosophy of it. The philosophy of me, myself, and I. And I gotta say it now. Here's the philosophy. Hey, Thurman, you was wearing my glasses. Hey, give them back. Anyway, the philosophy of me, myself, and I. I am myself. I am me. So if I am myself and I am me, and this is applies to everybody else who's listening, then I am the greater. The things that I create for me. Me is number one, always number one. And then it's myself. First, the things that I create for me. Secondly, for myself. You see, that's how it goes. Myself. We always talk about what the self is. Now, what we're going to do, tonight we're going to have a here now, there now debate. Here now and there now. There's an issue going on. And what is the here now, there now issue? That's what we want to know, and that's what a lot of people want to know. What it's all about, what's going on with it. So, here's Thurman again, and maybe he can explain that thing to it, because we're gonna give you 2 points of view on this thing, on this thinking. The social thinking of today's world. So here you go. Here we go. Okay. What a here now, there now issue. Okay, to understand what we're talking about, we look at each other. Okay, let's say for instance, I believe, it's what we believe. I believe that I'm in another dimension. Okay, the other dimension, what we call the there now dimension. And my partner is here now. He wears a tie. So he's the here now. I don't wear the tie. Now this is for the sake of just, the sake of understanding so you'll know what we're talking about. I don't wear the tie, and I'm representing there now. I'm supposed to be there, but not here. I'm supposed to be here. In other words, I'm supposed to be in the present future, the present years ahead. There now. He is here now. So in other words, his responsibility and what he got going for himself is everyday daily management of the world and of our social society. But there now is what I got going in the invisible world. You see, so that's what we dealing with. We dealing with that invisible world and the visible world. The visible world is here now. The invisible world is there now. So we're having an issue with here now, there now. Because I'm saying, okay, I'm there now. I got other issues. I believe certain things. I might believe certain things that conflict with here now, what's going in today's world. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can make corrections. But that's not going to stand too well with here now. Because here now is going to say, hey, I got things going on. I got regulations. I got ethics. I got all these things. And you're going to interfere with that there now. Then I'm saying, well, what can I do? What am I going to do? I believe certain things based upon here now and what is going on. So but see, what we have to remember, that we are processors. Every individual on this earth is a processor. I know you're a human being. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm not saying you're not human or you're not people or anything, but you are processors. We process information. You are the environment. Each of you out there, all of you, you are the environment. You are the environment with the environment. And you process things. You are environmental. And you process for the environment. And at the same time, you are benefiting from it. But you are the processor of the thing. It's a oneness. If you was one person on this earth with everything going on, it would be a oneness. You would still be the environment. And the only thing that makes you different from it, to define yourself as a person or an individual, is because you want. You want. It's not about needing, it's about what you want. You see, and what you want is a mixture or an ingredient in what we have. It comes from that deep down desire of what we want, which makes us different than our environment. Managers of the environment, but we are still the environment. That environment that you see out there is in your head also. There is no different. What you see is in your head. And it is driving you, controlling you, doing everything necessary. Your blood, your birth from day one when you were born and everything. That's environmentality doing that. You are the environment. The only thing that makes you different is what you want. Your needs are provided. But what you want, you're going to have to make an effort to get it. That's the difference. And that's what we're dealing with now. There now. There now is just as real as here now. But the thing about it, the key words are invisible and visible. If you were invisible, you might be delusionary. It might be false beliefs. And we're wondering, here now, in the visible world, how can we really believe you? Can we really believe you when you say something is going on, or something is happening, or this is the way it should be, or that the way it should be? Should we believe you? Should we risk changing, making those changes and those adjustments for you? Will we regret it? Are we changing our path on another path, and we was doing the right thing in the first place in the visible world, and all of a sudden the invisible world come tell us to do something else, and we find out that we might be on the wrong path? Can we trust that? That is the issue. That's what's going on. We dealing with, in other words, our environment is saying to us, I want you to process for me. Process for me. So that I can have these things. I believe certain things. I believe that the world, can be created the way we want it to be created. Or I can create the world the way I want it to be created. Develop into a safe, perfect world. And those kind of things. I believe that. But because of your want and your need and your belief, then I am frustrated. I'm frustrated because I can't achieve, frustration. A lot of people think frustration is just about, a mental thing, and I can't do this, I can't get it together, or something like that. But not only that, it's a sexual thing. It's a sexual thing. That's how our environment look at it, as a sexual thing. I cannot intercourse. I cannot take the course that I want to, because you want different things. So I can't intercourse like I want to intercourse. You see, there is a certain course of life that I want to do from the jump, from the get-go. But because you want, and your human desires based upon your wants, you're not going to think about what is necessary for them. You're not going to care about that future or that years ahead as much as I am. And what you say is not necessarily the truth, but that's what forms our relationship. You see? So who's the one that should be the management? Of course, here now. Here now should be the management of the thing. The visible world. See, the invisible world was taken over for a minute there. I mean, it was curtains for the visible world. And now it seems to be that way anyhow. There's a lot of talk of all kind of things happening in this world. Our leadership are being questioned like everything. Is there any loyalty? Where is the loyalty now in our country? Where does the loyalty lie? What is the real meaning of the thing? Do our leadership believe, or how much they believe in the invisible world or our invisible years ahead and our invisible future? You see? I mean, these are the issues. These are the things we're trying to work out. And there is understanding, but I think now the visible world is saying, wait a minute, hold it just a minute, because it's questionable. Now we have to question the invisible world and the invisible management, because something just ain't right. Something is just a little bit too questionable, and I think I think we need help. Well, now that was heavy. That was really heavy. I think everybody got a little food for thought that time. I know I did. My tie did. You know, my tie sort of, man, yeah, I had to loosen it up. You understand? I had to loosen this tie up. But listen. What he said was true. Is it true? Because I question the invisible management. You can call it what you want, but it's in our minds. That invisible management, the world and the environment is in our minds. It's in here. It's in here, out there at the same time. What we see what's in here. We see what's in our minds. But then we got what we call a third eye, that when you close your eyes, you can still see. But with your eyes closed. But that's your memory and your thinking and so forth. That's that invisible world. You see, that invisible world is there. It's in the mind. That invisible world is the atmosphere of our environment. You see, the creativity, the power of the creativity of it. What do? We was talking about autonomous cars. Now the cars, they're driving us. To where? To Mars? To where? Where are we going? You know? And time and time again, I'm always saying, is that the problem? Is that the problem? Is that what we have to manage as human beings? As the invisible world? The invisible world is gonna be responsible for it. Because, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, all that is the power of the invisible world. Now, when we connect to that invisible world and we believe in it, are we delusionary? Is it a false belief? Or is it a real belief? I know the things that we produce as processors, I know that's real. But as far as people, human being, and nature, what is the consequences of it? And who is responsible for it? You see? So the visible world and the visible management in the visible world have a great responsibility, much greater than the management that believes of the invisible world. You can believe of it, or you can believe in it. If you believe of it, what you think and what you say can be more trusted. because it's a possibility of a reality between you and the invisible world. But if you just believe in it, it might be a false belief. And we cannot really trust that. So look, hey, times, didn't we say times go fast? Times do go fast. I hope everybody have a nice time. It's chilly outside, so, but like I said, it'll be springtime here pretty soon. And let's continue to keep ourselves together so we can do things, we can be happy together. And, we want to make friends. We want to make friends. We want to make this year a good year, a good, prosperous year, better than last year. We want to make this. We want to make this the year that we do what we ought to do. Where we make things like it should be. Like we respect the rights of what life has presented to us as purpose. See, everybody has a purpose in life. When you're born with a purpose. Whatever that purpose is. Even if you turn out to be a bum or whatever, it's still a purpose of some sort. And you are influenced by your environment. And you're thinking, you think you're having hallucinations sometimes, or you might be thinking you're having illusions, or you might be delusionary about what you believe. But the environment has a way of getting your attention. And when it gets your attention, you are going to do certain things. And it's going to try to motivate you, guide you, shape, form, and fashion your life for your particular purpose. It is your influence. That is what I say, the things that I create. You see. So a lot of times, it's all about how you react to the influence of your environment. How you react to it. If you act properly and with maturity, communication, understanding, the proper understanding and communication, if you're mature about it, then the influence will be a positive influence for you. And your purpose will not be a frustrating failure to your future or the future of our world. So don't forget, be sensible. Have a sensible attitude, a reasonable attitude. Be kind. And above all, love with compassion. Okay, everybody, we've been talking about all this. Now, let's go on to the rest of our program and have a good day. Until next time, good night, all. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see everyone at the show tonight. I hope all our regulars are here. The ones that's been keeping up with us through the years, and we've been together through the years, and we've done many things. I hope you enjoyed the program tonight. This is a little jazz session that we thought that we would prepare for you, for your entertainment, for your enjoyment. I hope you like it, little song here. Nothing wrong with a little song, nothing wrong with a little humor sometimes, because it makes you feel good, all that good stuff. And all the pretty girls out there. Whoa, lovely, look at all of them, lovely pretty girls. Everybody's wearing their best tonight. All them girls looking good, they trying to catch a fella or they already got one and trying to keep him. You know, that's either one of the two things, trying to catch one or you're trying to keep one, and you're looking pretty doing it. All them pretty little hairdos, pretty wigs. You don't know the wigs from the real stuff nowadays, but it all looks good. Them pretty little earrings you're wearing, it all looks good. That frock that you got on that's looking so good, it all looks good. And you fellas, hey, you don't look too bad yourself. Yeah, you wearing a expensive suit, and maybe not so expensive suit, as long as it's looking good. Yeah, them nice shoes you're wearing, as long as they looking good. Out with your girl, out with your guy, as long as you're feeling good. And be happy about it too. Hey, but I'm glad to see everybody out tonight. Everybody having a good time. Everybody got their own thing, enjoying themselves. Yeah. Walking around, spending some time, doing what you gotta do. Yeah. Doing what you gotta do, A lot of times it ain't what you want to do. A lot of times it's what you gotta do. Especially if you got that girl, you gotta spend that money. You ever hear the guy say he don't have no girlfriend, he just got money? And then the other guy say, I ain't got no money, but I got a girl, So that's good, Walking around, spending some time, doing what you gotta do. Spin her around and spin her around. 35, 92, yeah. Spin her around on that dance floor, She stayed in her cage in the proper place on that dance floor. Better do it right. That's what you gotta do, yeah. Trusting each other. That's what you gotta do, yeah. You see, I've got that magic attitude, drifting on my latitude. Boy, do I feel brave, yeah. I'm walking around, spending some time, doing what I gotta do. I'm walking around, spending some time, yeah, doing what I gotta do. I'm staying in my cage, in the proper place. That's what I gotta do. I'm trusting in myself, and I'm trusting in you, because that's what I gotta do. Yes, I've got that magic attitude, and drifting on my latitude. A lot of you don't know what that latitude is. You might have that magic attitude, but you don't know what that latitude is. Now, you ever seen the globe with them lines going up and down and across, and you got all them little squares on that globe? Those lines are called latitudes and longitudes. Communication, understanding. I've got that magic attitude, drifting on my longitude. Communication, understanding, and maturity. Yeah. Walking around, spending some time, doing what I gotta do. Got that magic attitude, drifting on by latitude. Yeah, stayed in my case, proper place. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, you know what? Understanding, communication. That's what we've been talking about tonight. Understanding and communication. Going from one place to another. You know, every day when you get up, you got to go from one place to another. You understand? But then there's maturity that comes with that. You got to be mature when you get up and you go from place to place. You got to have maturity. And that maturity is what the understanding is all about. Maturity. Because you are one with everything else. It's all about that oneness. And that's you. You got that magic attitude? Drifting on your latitude. You're walking around, spending time, doing what you gotta do. You're spinning around with the world. You're spinning around with the world 3592. You stayed in your cave, in the proper place. Are you in the proper place? Are them pretty girls and everybody with your guy piano? You in the proper place? You on that dance floor, dancing around. You in the proper place. That's what you got to do. Boy, do I feel good. I feel good tonight. I feel great tonight. How about everybody else? Yeah, I feel wonderful. You know, happiness. Happiness is about filling your soul with joy. And that joy, you know what that joy is right now? That joy is who you with. That beautiful, pretty, lovely woman, or that handsome, viral, you know, guy. And you got that feeling. You're saying, I feel great now. Although, you know, you probably pouring a little that liquid making you feel good, you know. I've got that magic attitude, drifting on my latitude. And I hope you do too. You understand? Because that's what's got to happen. Spinning around and spinning around. 3592. State your case in the proper place, because that's what you got to do. And don't forget, don't make it just that one time when you out having a good time with your girl. And don't go home when you get home and argue about nothing. You know? Don't argue when you get home. Get home and have yourself, you know, continue to have that good time. Continue to tell yourself, you know, and tell your girl, tell your guy, I still got that magic attitude, drifting on my latitude. Boy, do I feel great. Walking around, spending some time, doing what I gotta do. Yeah. Trust in yourself, people. Trust in each other. That's what you gotta do. Thank you very much.